Hey, what's up? It's your girl Nique, and you're tuned in to Nique at Night. And tonight we're going to be talking about these tweets that have surfaced from Maul of the Joe Budden Podcast. It looks like he is a colorist, just like the rest of most of the industry. Hey, what's up to you guys in the chats? I'm going to go through some of the tweets that he had and, let you guys know and bring you guys in on some of the BS that he was tweeting talking about us black women, but specifically us dark-skinned women. So as you guys know, Joe Budden has this podcast and he has two co-hosts. One of his co-hosts is Rory, who dates a black woman. And then we have Ma, who is a black man who has this disrespect towards black women. Some tweets have recently resurfaced that he had put out. And, his only response to it is, like they were jokes with friends and things like that. So I'm going to show you guys some of the tweets, and I want you guys to let me know if you think that it's just a simple joke with friends, or do you feel like he owes black women an apology, or do you feel like he shows us where he is, he shows us what he thinks of us, and we're going to leave him where he is. We don't need no apology, just, leave him up over there. I want to know what y'all think, so let me go through these tweets, and these are not just tweets with him. They are tweets with the entire friendships between Joe and also Joe Budden's friends. Like, they all come together and have this same sentiment. They all feel the same way about black women. There are retweets from Joe Budden as well in regards to black women. Also, what I want to play for you guys after I show you guys some of Maul's tweets, I want to play for you guys what Joe Budden's fiance had to say about black women. And, I just want to have an open discussion about this and everything like that. So, Abina says, put your foot on his neck. I hear you, girl, but let's get into these tweets. Okay, so one of the first tweets that came up is a retweet that Joe Budden retweeted himself. So there's going to be retweets, there's going to be actual tweets. And so this right here is a retweet that Joe Budden retweeted from somebody by the name of The Big Worm. And then it says, shout out to all the angry black women out there and the poor guy that has to put up with your ass. And so Joe Budden retweeted this because apparently he was in agreement with that. And as you see, who Joe Budden dates is a reflection of his thoughts. So, it's not a far-fetched extreme thing to grasp that, that's how he feels. Anyway, so going on to the next tweets, these are now tweets from Maul. So Maul took to his Twitter, and again, these were in 2012, and a lot of the tweets that we see from people when they dig up these tweets, they are children, and then they grow up. But in this instance, Maul was a grown-ass man when he was making these comments. He was grown, he knew what he was saying, and this is how he felt. It wasn't like I'm young, I don't really know what I'm saying type of thing. This is a grown man speaking on black women in this way. So it wasn't the whole I was young excuse. We're not going to go for that. That's not happening here. Anyways, so he posted a tweet on his Twitter and it says, dark-skinned women nipples look like leather buttons on peacoats. And this is a retweet that somebody retweeted. Let's see. He also said, black women take better care of their hair than they do their kids. Salute. Then this is, I want to say, a retweet. This person retweeted what Maul said. And on this retweet of Maul's words, it says, black chicks put their daughter hair in a tight ponytail until their eyes get chinky, then tell people her father is mixed. #salute. Then this tweet right here, it says, black women use Google as a filter of who they'll give the box to more than any other race. Then another tweet is a retweet of Maul, and it says, only people eating breakfast from Taco Bell are convicted felons and dark-skinned bees. And this person retweeted what he said. The first person retweeted and said, wow. The next person retweeted it and thought it was funny and said, LOL. So let's go on. So then he also goes on to say, Spanish women uptown shit on black men every day, but guess where I'll be this weekend? on Broadway and Dykeman, shooting 47% from the field. Then he continues these tweets, and this is 2013. Hey, I had my daughter in 2013. I was damn for sure grown, and he older than me, and so he was damn for sure grown when he wrote this one. Anyway, so he said, how come black women be so angry about nothing? I mean, isn't your mother a black woman? Like, I just don't understand, like, when these black men speak on black women that have black mothers, black sisters, black, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just baffles me sometimes. Like, it really does. So this is a retweet that he did of somebody who posted a photo of a dog, and it says, when you try and throw a black chick in the pool, and then he retweeted it and says salute, like, you know, he's making fun of black women not wanting to get wet. Let's see. So then there was this other tweet that says, real talk, white women and Spanish women are surpassing black women on the sex charts. Then he also says, okay, and so this is like a thread of posts, and I'm going to try to read through them. It says, hold up. Let's see. Okay, so it says, who is that black bottle girl, ? Spanish girls are team players. If they come to your crib and see that ish is a mess, they'll clean it up. Black chicks will judge you. And then he says, ask a black girl where you want them to come, she'll say in the condom. A Spanish chick will say on the mirror so I can lick it off. I mean, that's just whatever. Anyway, so then he says, black girls down by 12 in the first. Wait, okay, so this is a retweet. And then it says, do black girls still act like they've been shot when cum gets on them? And I believe this is from Joe Budden. And then he replies and says, black girls down by 12 in the first quarter. So then he also posted, overheard, I ain't gonna front, I don't want to F no black girls, followed by who wants to F a black girl in 2012. So then this is a retweet. So you know how on Twitter, like you could post stuff and then, you know, other people could post your retweets. So this is a retweet of something that he said, and it says, dark-skinned women are women who still didn't go through evolution as of yet. So, then, I mean, it's so much hate for dark-skinned women like myself and plenty of you that are viewing that I just can't even, like, I'm just like, bro, like, you really have a hate and a disdain for black women that I feel like, you know, it's just crazy. And honestly, this is how a lot of black men feel towards black women. Earlier in the week, I want to say last week, I posted up a post, and in my post, I said, the reason that black men date outside their race and the reason that black women date outside their race, I don't think that is equally comparable nor the same. I didn't really go into depth because I wanted to get you guys' responses on what you felt like, you know, the reasoning was or was not. I wanted to get dialogue without giving you guys too much context. I filmed a video about the NFL player who had talked about how he wanted to have cheers to light-skinned babies. I filmed that entire video. I added some of you guys' comments into that. And I just haven't got enough time to edit it, so I haven't got around to it. But I will be posting that to show you guys my thoughts on that. But I just say that to say, because that was a part of another video, that post. But it still relates to this and it still pertains to this because I feel like there are so many self-hating black men who disrespect us black women, who have no respect for us, who degrade us and put down us to make others feel great. And again, I love everybody. I don't care what race you are, but you don't have to down us to big up anybody else. I don't fuck with that. And I think the reason why women date outside their race, this is my opinion. It could equally be the same. You guys could have a different opinion. I don't know. The reason that I feel like most black men date outside their race, and again, you can date who you want, but a lot of them have the sentiment of mall, and it comes from a self-hating place. And so the reason why I say I don't think that when Black women date outside their race, it's the same or equally comparable is because I feel like a lot of Black women start to teeter into other races after we've been disrespected and degraded and shit on by so many Black men. It's like, you know what, fuck, like I'm about to go look elsewhere and I'm about to see, if somebody else appreciates me and values me. That's my opinion. You guys could feel different, but I feel like the reason that Black women date outside their race and the reason that Black men date outside their race is not equally comparable. I see this type of narrative all the time. And this is from Maul from the Joe Budden Podcast. I watch the Joe Budden Podcast all the time. I like the Joe Budden Podcast. And every time I watch it, every time they bring up the topic of they bounce around scenarios and they'll try to get like Maul's opinion on dealing with women. And it seems like he does not have that much interaction with women to know, I always question his perspective when it comes to him giving up his comments in regards to scenarios of dealing with men and women. And I'm like, bruh, he has no experience with women, or he just don't really want to talk too much about it because maybe he feels like he'll be exposed as a colorist. But that's neither here nor there. Anyways, let me get back to this because I kind of got off course with my rant because I just, certain stuff like this, it's just, because we be the ones supporting them the most. Like, I tune in to Joe Budden Podcast all the time. Like, I'll sit and turn it on and I'll be, cleaning up my house and I'll be listening to them. And it's like, we're the ones who be supporting them the most and we get shit on the most. And so that's why it just it stings a little bit, and somebody in the comment just said maybe he's on the DL. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what he is, but he never really has much to offer when it comes to an explanation or a perspective, I want to say, with a man dealing with a woman. When Joe tries to bring up these scenarios of men and women interacting, his perspective is always like, huh? Like, well, I'm like, boy, you ain't never dealt with a chick that you was in love with, or, it just, I don't know. His perspective is weird. But let me get back to this because I kind of got off course a little bit. So in this comment, it says, dark-skinned women should not be allowed to wear blonde hair. They look like half-eaten Snicker bars. Salute. So then this next one, it says, because, he was bigging up Spanish girls before. And so this next one, it says, Spanish girls don't get comfy with that number one spot. White girls are threatening your position and Asians are coming on strong. Then he posted, you dark skinned, but you wearing eyeshadow. ¿Por qué? I guess us dark-skinned women are not allowed to wear eyeshadow according to him, but it is what it is. So right here, this is one of Joe Budden's friends. This is another person that is closely knit into their circle. He is somebody that Joe Budden talks about a lot, and he is really good friends with him, and they're all really good friends together, and they all share this same sentiment about Black women. And so this is from his friend Officially Ice, and these are tweets from him, and it says, dark-skinned chicks were God's first mistake. If I saw hashtag dark-skinned chicks drowning in a pool, I'd rush to pour more water in it. And then he also says, and F y'all calling me a racist for ? I don't hate Black people, I just hate dark-skinned chicks. Then he also said, you must be one of them hashtag dark-skinned chicks. Okay, so somebody tweeted to him and they said, you're effing pathetic if you're going in on this trending topic, I guess. And then he replies to her and he says, you must be one of them dark-skinned chicks. And then so another post says, man, and then they said, what's wrong with dark-skinned chicks? ? And then he says, Ma, you really want me to answer this? ? So that's what he has to say. And if you guys remember, Sin Santana, which is Joe Budden's fiance, she was just under fire for her remarks in regards to Black men catering to Spanish women. And a lot of people felt some type of way about it. And they didn't look at Joe, but they just looked at her. And it's like, the reason why she felt so comfortable saying this is because in their circle, this is the conversations and these are the dialogues that they are having about us Black women. And that's why their partners who are not Black feel like, you know, they are comfortable in disrespecting us and everything like that. And I'm going to play for you what she had to say to refresh your memory, because this isn't just a mall thing. This isn't just the guy who I just showed you his tweets, Joe Budden's friends, Ice. This is their like inner circle, and this is how they feel about us. And it's a reflection on who they date, because it comes out in the women that they date and the things that they have to say. Somebody says, please press the block button. My moderators, I'm not looking at the chat. If somebody is getting out of line in the chat, y'all are there to block them, because I'm not looking at it right now. So let me go and show you guys that a little piece of what she had to say, because I covered this in another video. And I'm going to play it for you guys so you guys can hear what Cyn Santana had to say. And she is the fiance of Joe Budden. Block that fake hair. Are y'all talking about Brandon W? Who y'all talking about? Okay, Ashley says make her a moderator. Okay. Ashley, handle it. If my moderators are not on their job, girl, handle it for me, because I don't even know what is being said. So this is what Cyn Santana had to say in regards to Black women. And again, I covered this video on my page, let's see, in January. So she was asked a question, and this is what she had to say in response about the way Black men cater to Latina women.
Hispanic men are way more possessive, and Black guys cater to us Spanish girls, especially. Like they, you know what? Let me not even get into that.
Oh, she's gonna get herself in trouble now. The Black girls,
yeah.
They're gonna be
I didn't mean it like that, but you know, Black girls gonna take it personal.
They'll be like, but
So that's what she had to say, and leave it to Twitter. If you say one thing off, there's always going to be that one person that goes and investigates to see if you said some more shady stuff before. And it looks like, just like Cardi B, she is a person who calls Black people roaches as well. I guess that's the thing in New York for Latinas to call Black people roaches. I don't know. I don't live in New York. But here is some of the tweets that she was calling Black people roaches. And then I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about this. The tweets are dated from all the way back to 2010. So it was approximately 8 years ago. Well, we're in 2019 now, so 9 years ago that she made these tweets, just to clarify the timeline and anything like that. But anyway, so one of the tweets says, yo, peep shorty in 106 in Park in the corner. She looked like a roach. And then it says, damn, the roaches is out. Literally, oh, ish. I heard Amber having a baby roach. And then the tweets continue, and it says, laughing my A off, yo, this B is Pauly D's shadow. She looked like a Jewish roach with glasses on. And then chilling with my N at roach. And then she says, I'm killing these roaches, main, Twitter after dark. And then here is where some more tweets resurface, and it says, you see when it said his name on the screen, then at the bottom it said Amber's boyfriend. It should say roach. So then it says, yo, where the raid at? There's a roach in the Bad Girls Club. Ew, laughing my A off. This N looked like a effing roach. And then there was more tweets that resurfaced. So again, I guess this is a New York thing, calling people roaches. I mean, I don't know. Out here in California, I mean, I'm not going to say I've never heard somebody call somebody a roach, but it's not used as loosely as these people are using it in New York. Like, we've seen Cardi B calling Black people roaches, and now we see Cyn Santana calling Black people roaches, and we see how she feels about Black men catering to Latina women. Okay, so that was a video that I did on my page, so I just wanted to show you guys that. And just to say that this is something that is a inner circle thing. Like, this is something amongst their circle, and this is how they feel. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that Mal owes Black women an apology? Do you think that Joe Budden should address this, being that not only is he a person that was retweeting things about Black women, Mal is retweeting these disgusting things about Black women, but we also seen what resurfaced around his fiance and what she had to say as it pertains to Black women. So in my opinion, I feel like it's something that they should address on their podcast, and not to say like we gonna like, I mean, at the end of the day, they're still gonna feel how they feel. They still ain't gonna be for us. So should we support people who blatantly show us that, you know, they ain't for us and they don't F with us? I want to know what you guys think about it. I'm going to end this live and I'm going to restart my live. So once I end this live, I'm going to restart my live because I want those of you who are in the chat to call in and give your opinion on this matter, because I want to hear from you guys, because I feel like this is a serious topic that keeps happening, and Black women keep getting, you know, smacked in the face. So I want to know what you guys think. So I'm going to, again, end this live. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I want to see you guys in the comments if you didn't make it to this live. Those of you who are on this live, I'm going to end this live and then restart the live. And I'm going to open up the phone lines for you guys to call in and give your opinions on this. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and peace.